All right. Hey, how you going? So, into next part, day two. So this morning, I woke up and because I had been moved from the place I was supposed to stay at into this new resort or hotel, whatever you want to call it, and they were trying to sort of sweeten the deal a little bit because they made the mistake. They gave me free breakfast each morning as well. So I got up and had some breakfast quickly. It's just a small sort of like omelette thing, which wasn't really enough for me, which is fine because I had every intention of going out to try and find a current area to eat at and eat some local breakfast food there as well. So yeah, I got up, had some food, as you can see there in the photo, and then basically, if you walk out the front of the rest of the hotel and you turn right, that takes you, I don't know, maybe 200 or 300 meters down the road. It goes down onto a little beach, which I think is called Panglao Beach. It's only very small, and it's not somewhere I saw tourists and stuff really. More like just local fishing boats and stuff like that. There was a point where the hotel had some people down there, some guests down there that were doing like a romantic dinner on the beach, candlelit dinner on the beach. I think the guy was asking the girl to marry him there. But so they use it for that sort of stuff. But it's nice, not bad. It's nice for just a little local place, which is good. So I went down there, had a bit of a walk around down there for a bit, and then came back up, jumped on the bike, and went in search of more food. And basically, the first little current area I came across was where I stopped and had some food there. I think I had like some sort of sausages and rice, obviously, and I think another egg and some sort of, I think it was pork off the top of my head, like a stew. I don't know what it was called. It's probably not called a stew there, but it was some sort of like pork type stew type sort of arrangement. It was all very good. Everything's good. I enjoyed it all of it, and it was very cheap. They had a pretty decent range of different foods there, and yeah, it was. I think it cost, I don't know, like $1.50 Australian or $2 Australian or something like that. So after that, I kind of had this idea of I was going to go down to Alona Beach, which is the really touristy beach, and I wanted to go there and have a look around early in the morning when there wasn't going to be too many people, so I could get sort of suss out what it'd be like, and then I'd come back later in the evening and have a look at what it was like at night time, because I heard there's bars and clubs and other things going on there. So yeah, I shot down there. Probably from where I was staying, it's about maybe 10 or 15 minutes to ride there. I was on like sort of the north edge of Panglao Island and sort of about 2/3 of the way down towards the east, and Alona Beach is on like the south edge, right the way down the west. So it's not far, but the whole island's not that big, so it's not really an issue. That beach is beautiful. Like, it's really beautiful. It's like that it's literally that tropical white sand, blue water, palm trees type sort of thing you think of when you think of a tropical beach. It is also what you think of when you think of like Southeast Asia's very touristy tropical beach type things, which it's just a line of shops and bars and restaurants right the way across the front, and just a walkway that walks in front of them between the beach and those shops. And it's just, in the morning like that, there's not that many people, and it's nice, and no one's sort of harassing you, and it's very nice there. Definitely worth going there. It's beautiful. It's not. I'm just not really into touristy places. I don't like having a million tourists around, because it ends up being that you just get a million people trying to sell you, little bracelets, or come in and drink drink here, or come in and eat here, and come. What do they call them? Spruikers or something? The people that come and try and convince you to come and buy their stuff or eat their stuff or whatever. It's not really my thing, but it is beautiful there. I can see why people who are into that sort of scene would go there, because it's great for that. I can also see why if you lived in Bohol, or if you lived on Panglao even, it'd be a pretty cool place to go to. Like, I don't mean for say go for a holiday where you're there the whole time and you just kind of hang out in that area. That's not really me. It is for some, as I said, but it would be a really cool place to go. Like, if you did live down that way, and maybe once every couple of weeks you want to go out for a nice restaurant or something nice to eat, that would be a cool night out, because there's heaps of good food places there by the look of it. So you could go down there and eat at a restaurant, and there's music and there's stuff happening everywhere, and it would be interesting. It would be an interesting night out. It's good for a visit for me. Alona Beach, middle of the rainy season. Would you guess it? Pretty early, and yet look how many people there are not here. Very empty. Come here in the rainy season, come in early, and you're still going to get sunburnt, still going to get beautiful water and beautiful weather. All right, let's walk. Hey, so I'm just editing, and as I'm skimming through the footage, I completely forgot about something. When I was walking down Alona Beach at night time and I was taking the footage of everything, I was walking along and I came to this, I don't know, like a bar restaurant sort of place, and as I was walking up, they started cheering and singing in there, and they were singing this, I was singing a song about loving someone. Anyway, I happened to turn around and look sort of in there, and there was this Korean couple in there who just, like, the guy was proposing to her right then when I was there. So that was pretty cool. And so I didn't get all of it, but I got a little bit at the end of it, and just sort of the people cheering and clapping and whatnot. So there's a short little clip here just showing that as well. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Other than, I found that when you come into Alona, there's there's shops and everything everywhere, and the main road sort of curves around the corner, and there's like a McDonald's and a Jollibee and other things all there, and it's all very busy. And there's a big car park, and you can go from that car park through the shops to get down to the beach. There's a road that kind of goes down to the beach that you can't really, I mean, you can drive down there, but there's not really anywhere to stop down there. So they kind of tell you to go back. So you walk down this hill into Alona Beach, which you'll see on the videos anyway. I found there's shops both ways, but mainly when you get to the end of that road, if you turn left, that's where most of the bars and stuff are. The bars and massage and shops and other things are all kind of to the left. If you come down that hill and then you turn right, I find that there might be a couple more restaurants, I think, but they're kind of proper restauranty restaurants, and then there's a couple of like resort type places down that way as well. What I thought from when I was walking around there, it seemed to me that if you turn left at night, especially at night, all tourists. It's just all tourists everywhere. And if you turned right, it was mostly locals, especially not like up on that walkway bit. But if you walked off that walkway bit, there's some steps that go down onto the actual beach. That beach area, when you turned right, was mostly little local groups. Like it was, you know, a group of 4 or 5 girls doing little TikTok dances together or whatever you want to call it, like locals. Another group of 10 of them sitting around just having a couple of drinks and chatting and laughing, and just, it was just a group of family, I think, was sitting there having some dinner, like a picnic dinner type thing. It was really, that felt local, even though it was kind of a touristy area. That side felt local, and it was really nice. I quite liked seeing that. Not that I was part of it, but I liked that. The left side, when you came and turned left, that was where it was kind of felt like, here, sir, buy this. Here, come in and drink. Here, come in and eat our stuff. And on the beaches there, it felt kind of, it's very weird because it's right next to each other, but it might have even just been that time when I was there. I don't know. But the left side on the beach felt like drunk tourists. It felt like me 20 years ago in Thailand or Bali or somewhere like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was like drunk tourists on the beach. Some of them are sort of, oh, I've got my clothes on, but I'm smashing into the water because who cares? And whilst the right side felt like just locals, just chill, hanging out and having a good time, just as small groups and that. I don't know. It's interesting. It's worth going. It's nice. That's kind of that for like Alona Beach. It's you go in the daytime, especially early. It's empty and it's beautiful, and it's just, you could go there and use it just as a beautiful empty beach where there's facilities and places to eat all close by, and it would be worthwhile going then. If what you're looking for is party, go at night. There's definitely bars and clubs and nice restaurants and massages and anything else you can probably want there. I would assume you'll be able to find there as well. Music, live music everywhere. Yeah, Alona Beach, pretty cool. Next, I drove sort of, it's not far, but it's along the southern coast of Panglao, probably about halfway down the island on the southern coast, a place called Bohol Bee Farm. It's an unusual place. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of, if you're in Melbourne and you're watching from this, it's like going up to Alinda in Mount Dandenong or something like that. Most of you are not going to understand that, but it's very quaint. The Bohol Beach Club, or Beach Farm, I should say, not Bohol Beach Club, the Beach Farm it's just really sort of quaint. It's like wooden buildings that have kind of, one's been built here and at some point another one's built here and they put a little roof over, another one's built over here and then one's over here and then that's here, and it kind of sprawls out everywhere. And then there's like a herb garden in here and then something else garden over here. And then over here's like a traditional weaving factory building place where there's women in there weaving and making stuff. And then over here's a little shop that sells trinkets and things that, you know, you might want to get. And then over here's something to do with like honey and bees. And then over this way is a little ice cream stall type thing. And then they've got a proper restaurant, and the restaurant sits right sort of on the edge of, I think it's kind of like a cliff. So it's kind of up high. And you sit in this sort of open area, literally on the top of the cliff looking down over this very, very blue, beautiful sort of watery area. I don't think there's a beach down the bottom. I think it's just like a rocky cliff that goes down, and it's very beautiful. So I ended up there, had a walk around there for, I don't know, a while. It's pretty big enough that you can go and spend a couple of hours looking around. And then eating, had some food there. I think I might have had kini lau, which is excellent. It's very nice. It's like coconut milk, I think, like coconut milk, raw fish, maybe tomato, a few other vegetables, lime squeezed over it, and some chili through it. Whew, it's good. It was real good. And fresh lumpia, I think it was, or like, you know, like a rice paper roll type thing that had fresh ingredients in it and all that. It was very good. It's very tasty. Price-wise, it's not cheap. It's not expensive for us coming from overseas, obviously, but like if you go and eat at a current area for lunch, maybe it's going to cost you, I don't know, $3 or $5 or something like that. Maybe that costs $25 there. But it's definitely worth going there. The food was really good, but not cheap to local standards or anything like that. Anyway, that's kind of it. Panglao was fun. It's nice. As I said, it's nice in the morning and fun at night if you're into that stuff. Bohol Beach Farm was cool. Definitely worth visiting. That's it, really. thanks for watching. We'll move on to the next bit with the next video, and yeah, like, subscribe, whatever, or don't. It's your choice. Be cool if you do. Anyway, thanks again. Have a good day. I'll see you next week. Bye.